What's a family secret you didn't get told until you were older that made things finally make sense? From my father's family line, I always knew my grandmother had raised all of her siblings. I thought it was because her mother had died from an illness, but when I was 17, I asked my aunt about it, and that's when I learned the truth. My great-grandfather killed my great-grandmother with an axe while she was sleeping. At the time, my grandmother was 19, newly married to my grandfather, and suddenly responsible for raising 8 younger siblings, the youngest just 2 years old. They were extremely poor, and she had to figure out how to keep them all alive. She tells stories of how she managed to feed so many people on so little, though she never spoke about the tragedy that led to it. As for my great-grandfather, he was an alcoholic. One night, he came home drunk and convinced himself that my great-grandmother was cheating on him. She wasn't. Ironically, he was the one having an affair and had even fathered a child with another woman. That didn't stop him from murdering his wife in her sleep. He was arrested, went to prison, and later died of cancer. No one in the family wanted to claim his body or give him a funeral. Mental illness was a taboo subject back then, especially in 1950s Uruguay, so I don't know if he was ever diagnosed with anything. But given what he did, I wouldn't be surprised. Years later, my grandparents had children of their own. My father was born 10 years after the murder, and my aunt, the one who told me this story, was born 25 years later.